Hello, buddies. This is me, Zishan Hassan from accountancy.com and ACC Online College. And in this video, I'm gonna discuss the taxation F6 exam tips for you all. Right. So in section A, there will be a wide range of topics that gonna be tested, as there are 15 objective test questions. OTQs, we would expect at least a couple of these OTQs to be devoted to the administration of income tax and corporation tax. So candidates should ensure they are, they are remember or comfortable with the following. First of all, due dates for the payment of income tax, including payments on account, due dates for the payment of corporation tax, including installments for large companies, filing dates for the income tax and corporate tax returns, penalties and interest for late payments and returns. Also likely to be tested in section A of the exams are following topics, that is VAT rules on registration, impairment laws, bad debt reliefs and SME schemes relating to cash accounting, annual accounting and flat rate schemes, inheritance tax due on lifetime transfers both in donor's life and on that, statutory resident tests for individuals, identification of groups of companies for corporation tax, loss reliefs and gains, trading loss reliefs for both companies and sole traders. It is important to remember that section A offers the tax examinee an opportunity to test the whole syllabus, so practicing on all kind of tax questions from the practice and revision kit will help build on and complement your existing knowledge. In section B of the exam, the questions will be similar to those of section A, but there will be a longer scenario to deal with. This means a slightly different exam skill is necessary, as you have more information to work through, and each OTQ objective test question will require to find the relevant information or data in that scenario. It is not a difficult skill, but we would hope you have had time to practice an extensive range of section B questions from the practice and revision kit before attempting the real exam. In section C, you will face the longer constructive response questions with scenarios and much more open requirements. Your answers will need not just sound technical knowledge, but also the application of that knowledge to the question you have been asked. So furthermore, your answer will have to be presented logically, so the marker can follow your thought process. At least 50% of your revision time should be answering the section C questions in the practice and revision kit to build up confidence and speed in a way that will also maximize marks. Remember to learn your income tax and corporation tax pro formats calculations, which require no more than 2 or 3 entries into your calculator, can be included on the face of your pro formas. For example, time apportioning a salary, calculations which are more complex, example company car benefits need separate workings, right, which are properly referenced, for example working 1, 2, etc., and have a heading. Actually attempt the narratives parts of the requirement. Aim for as many sentences as you can containing some technical. Keep your paragraph to no more than 3 sentences long. In both numerical and narrative answers, have plenty of space on the page. So in pro formas, have a gap between each each line. You may need to add something in. Show workings down the page rather than across the page, as it makes them easier to mark. In narrative answers, leave a line or two between each paragraph just in case you remember something later. Will spaced answers are also easier to work, and you always want to keep the marker happy. We know that 2 longest questions will focus on income tax and corporation tax. These are likely to include the following: employment benefits, property income, relief for pension contributions, adjustments to profit to arrive at trading income for both companies and sole traders. In past sittings, we have seen a number of questions where you have to correct errors in computations, including in the scenario, capital allowances computations. So remember to cover the whole syllabus when using the practice and revision kit. Finally, remember the pass mark is 50%, so you do not need to be perfect. If you do not know something, you have a guess and move on. Sometimes you have to do that in order to get follow through marks in section C questions. If you make a mistake but then use that incorrect figure later in a subsequent calculations, then that's fine. You can only lose the mark once. In section A and B, never leave an OTQ unanswered. Have a guess. If you don't know anything, it might be right. So these are the exam tips and some of the accepted topics which I give you in this video. Make sure to subscribe the channel, to click on the bell icon so you get the future notifications which can be helpful in your studies. Bye bye.